Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome, welcome to Tuesday Night Hangout. I'm your host, Shane, Never Trust the Skinny Chef Shane, and I'm here with Will Fly. Will, how we doing tonight?
Doing really good. I got two flights in today for a total of 11 minutes. That
Oh,
was the total.
we'll get
But there were two flights.
we'll get into that in a minute. And then we have I'm sorry, ParalyzedPPG .com. Mark McElroy, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. Glad to be here.
Can you real quick show me how to do a couple squats? Because I'm sure by
No.
now you are not tired of laying squatting.
Yeah. I do not want to do that. I'm cozy in my chair.
Yeah, right. Hey,
Yeah.
I just want to say with that intro, I see new things, even though it's the same thing that I've watched a couple times. Every time I watch it, I see something different every time, and it cracks me up. First of all, that intro is exactly what this show is. Nothing serious. And we're just a couple guys hanging out, talking about whatever, and making fun of ourselves for the most part. Um, but yeah, I'm thankful for everybody being here. And I actually, this past weekend, ended up burning, I believe, 5 gallons of fuel in a Friday afternoon flight. So more or less four flights: Friday afternoon, two on Saturday, and one on Sunday. Which I am I am 4/10 of a hour away from 200 hours on my motor, which is also 200 hours on that same prop,
Wow.
my one and only prop. So I think I'm going to do a video on that. I can't get into details, but I think it's going to be a pretty awesome video. Will, I actually may or may not ask you for a favor on some video editing kind of stuff because I think it should be really cool. My idea. I haven't talked to you about it, but anyways,
We'll work
uh,
something out.
what's that?
We'll work something out on trade.
Yeah. I can send Krista your way. You know,
Mail order.
just keep her. No, I'm just kidding. Shoot, man. I'm thankful for this past weekend. It was absolutely a great trip and great friends. I spent the weekend with Smart Car Brian and his family, and we just flew like constantly, and it was awesome. Uh, the one thing with this place that I was flying, which is right by Wachula Airport, um, we ran across hundreds, and by ran across, I mean we flew across hundreds of acres of like this grassland. It looked like we were in like Africa, just like nothing but this tall grass. And every now and then you'd see it move from either the hogs or the deer running through it. And it was freaking awesome. We had the greatest time, and I'm absolutely looking forward to going back. It was just amazing. So, well, what in the world? How do you get two flights in 11 minutes?
The weather here in North Carolina has been atrocious. Not yesterday or today. Yesterday was a nice flight. But today I went out to the field and it was like it was 9 knots and gusty, and so I just pulled my wing out, was doing a little kiting, kind of that in between, trying to talk yourself into or out of going up. And so I kind of decided, yeah, I'm going to just pull the wing up and kite a little bit and see how it goes. And this family pulls up, big white SUV, and says, "Hey, are you launching or landing?" I said, "Well, I'm just kind of playing around right now, just kiting the wing." He said, "Oh, okay." But right as he pulled up and got my attention, the wind grabbed my wing, and man, it just did some twirlies like I had knots in that wing. It was ridiculous, man. But they stayed the whole time. I mean, I'm drenched with freaking sweat, and trying to wipe the sweat from my eyes. But they stayed the whole time while I figured out, I got the knots out. And so I kind of suffered a little bit from the get there itis in a weird way because I didn't want to disappoint these little kids.
Yeah, right.
So Yeah, I did. I did a launch. I came back in. I landed immediately, and it's kind of a sketchy landing, but I took off again. The next landing was a little bit better, but I was glad to be down. So,
Heck
uh,
yeah.
yep.
Oh, I'm realizing I forgot to turn my stupid backlight off. Hold on real quick. No one's at the door. I just got to turn the backlight off so my picture's clear. Everybody needs to see my pretty face better.
No, not really.
That's the whole wrong setup. There we go. All right, we're back in action. Oh, anyways, good Lord. Mark, what kind of flying you been doing besides flying from your rental to your new home and working on stuff?
I have not been able to fly. My friends have all been flying up here. But yeah, I've just been working on my house only.
So I have a question, Will. I just read your thing, and so I'm getting ready to, let's just say, take my almost 200-hour prop and make it my spare prop, and I'm going to buy new prop. But I am more than convinced that I'm going to go with a Helix, go back with a Helix instead of an E prop. Do you guys have a preference between the two?
Yeah, well, I mean, I like eProp, but I have nothing against Helix. I mean, it's 6 to 1, half a dozen to what the other. The Helix is going to spin up a little slower, maybe a little more thrust. I think isn't that what they say about the Helix?
Yeah.
Or it's the other way around. But then the eProp, pulls up quicker. So really, I think it's 6 to 1, half dozen the other. The one advantage though of the Helix is it's a little bit, in my opinion, a little bit more durable.
Oh yeah, I talked to Mark about this the other day. There's been several times I have absolutely tried to destroy this prop. Actually, I just found out on this past weekend trip that I am missing. Actually, Friday night I flew. No, actually Friday night I was getting ready to fly and could not, for the life of me, find the little push button for the carb. I'm looking. I'm going. Wait a minute. It was right here. Like where? Like you push the primer ball or you prime the fuel line, and then you push the little disc, the little button, and then you start your motor. Well, that wasn't there.
Huh.
It's gone. I'm like, I literally, like, I was like, wait a minute. I've only had 2 beers. I know I'm not seeing this because I'm like, wait a minute, dude. Where is this thing at? I actually took a picture of it and sent it to Brian. I go, what's missing? He goes, oh, your primer ball. That happens to me all the time. I'm like, what? So I still have to order one of those, by the way.
Have you checked out Vortex Arrows props?
No, I have looked at those a long time ago, but not recent in a serious manner, if you will. But I can tell you every nick that's in my prop right now. I can tell you what each one of those are from. I have not repaired anything because they've not been major enough to repair anything. At Bad Apples, my battery for my LED lights fell out, and that fell to the ground, but the connector went back and hit the prop on takeoff, and that put a nick in it. I've got another nick from the little primer button, and then a couple other little marks are from trees. May or may not have gotten too close while flying.
Right.
But,
They probably did.
What's that?
I said may or may not have, but they probably did. These are the Vortex Arrows. I was talking to somebody about this the other day. They are an option, especially if you're talking about a spare prop.
Well, this will be my primary prop, and my 200-hour prop will be my spare prop. If that makes sense.
Yeah, sure.
So I don't know exactly. I know I need to have another. I need to have a new prop. I want to use the new prop and keep my old one as a spare. Only because there are some, like I said, they're superficial, but I do get concerned with having, you know, nicks in it or what have you. So it's just one of my thoughts. I just Brian Waller. Only two beers is a standard dish or answer to. It was true. I literally just got the camp set up. I had two beers. Well, actually, I had one beer and then was on the way to the LZ and finished another one. And I was like, "There's no way," because I don't really, truly, honestly fly. If I've had one too many, I won't fly. But with that being said, I was questioning myself because I couldn't find the stupid button. It fell off. So, Travis DuPont wants to know where Eric is. Eric has decided he's really busy with work and doing the tomahawk teas, and he's been doing something else with uh, hosting all the fly-ins or something. I it's been a minute. So he is tied up with work and everything else. So he's taking a step back, but he's more than welcome at any time to come back and join the show whenever. So that's where he's been.
Right on. Mark, what have you been up to, man?
Yes, Mark.
Not enough flying, too much working. Y'all were talking about, Shane's talking about having nicks in his prop. I have 100 hours, and I'm on my third prop. I had a helix, and when I break them, I do it right. The only thing good on it's the hub. But so I wiped out that helix and I switched to a E prop, and then I wound up trashing that one eventually, and so now I have my third one on and a spare one in the trailer.
There you go. I've been living life dangerously because I've been using a wood prop for a spare prop, but haven't needed it. Thank goodness so, because that's for an Atom 80. I'm pretty sure the pattern's a little different than I could be wrong, but
I don't know.
I don't know if that would fit. But I did just last week or the week before, I bought another E prop for a backup.
So, other than durability and more thrust for the helix, the E prop is quicker rev up and not as durable.
Yeah, it has a quicker response time, but definitely it's not as durable. But I mean, if you hit anything other than a gnat, pretty much you're gonna trash a prop anyways.
What is the price difference between an E prop and a helix?
I don't think there is one.
Yeah, I think the E prop is a little cheaper, but I don't know the difference.
Okay.
Let's look it up.
Well, I was told that's what I'm getting for my birthday. There's a new helix prop. I just want to say right now, off the bat, I'd like to thank Mark for buying me that. I'm sorry. Krista. I meant Krista.
There you go. And DP, no, none of us were able to go to that Northern Lights flying.
Yeah, that I actually looked at just doing a plane ticket there, and it was almost 24 hours to get there to fly because of layovers. I'm like, I could drive there in 24 hours. Like, it wasn't going to work out for me very well.
So it's looking like the E prop is the first place I looked is 320, and
you know what? I'm going to show you. I'm going to put this up on the screen and let everyone know this guy's a jackass. I'm just kidding. That's funny right there. I don't care who you are. I just chuckled reading that.
The Helix is 320 also, but that's because it's on sale.
Okay.
The normally 360.
Yeah,
So-
I thought it was more. Shane, you better get that ordered while it's on sale because that is a good price.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me knock on that. What website was that?
Sky Sports USA. They are an awesome company.
I saw Brian on here said that he broke 2 props and 5
Hey,
pull
there-
starters
They
in
30
200 hours.
off of Helix props right now. They're on sale. I'm just saying, you know.
Okay.
What? No one can hear you
Do
yelling at.
what you gotta do.
We're waiting for you to order it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know how to order it.
Well, here we'll show you.
Just get your card. We'll do the rest.
Yeah, so here's
just,
Sky
just
Sports.
read your card to Will right online here, and
I can't even see that.
Everyone else cover your ears.
yeah, we're gonna
You
go
can
on the
trust
honor
them.
system here.
Yeah, you can trust the chat.
Say good about Sky Sports is when you order something, it is shipped lickety freaking split. I mean,
I
I've
was
actually
gonna-
had orders delivered on Sunday.
Well,
Yeah, when you started to say what's good about Sky Sports, I was going to say from my experience, everything.
Yeah.
so I'm also gonna have to order a new carb kit and apparently a primer. What is that thing called? The little push button on the card.
The bulb?
Is
No,
no? 'cause
Oh,
you gotta-
the little circle thing?
yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I call it a little circle thing.
Well, I can assure you that little circle thing is not in the search thing, but it's not on my carburetor either.
yeah, you could just call Chris and ask him.
I will tell you right now, it took me 10 minutes to try to figure out what I was missing. I was like, what is going on? Where's the stupid little button? I'm looking
right
on
here.
Yeah.
So it's $14.99.
Man, they're gonna get me for $14.99, $3.30 for a prop, and
Plus
how much
shipping.
for a carb kit.
Card
I think
kit. Oh,
that-
card kit?
I think it's about 16 or something.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, so Shane, just go up here and do search and then search primer. And then
Okay.
it comes
Are
right
we
up.
gonna have to start a GoFundMe?
For the $14.99.
Hey, guess what? You know, if you end up losing or that thing breaks off, you know what I use to push in? I use the zip tie. So I prime the primer bulb and then use the zip tie to push in where you would normally push in that little circle thing.
Huh.
And that's how I started my motor all weekend long.
Well, I'm kind of curious as to where it went and why did it not hit your prop?
Oh, it did hit my prop.
Oh, you heard it.
Oh no, I didn't hear it, but there's a new nick in there. Every flight I pre-flight the leading edge of my prop. I can tell you, pre and post flights, I always check my prop, so I can definitely tell you where every nick came from and what from. No, Tony, I did not break a prop. I am 0.4 hours away from 200 on my original factory prop, and I'm looking to get a new one to make this one a spare, if that'll help.
Well, now that's
And
interesting. Go ahead, Mark.
Travis DuPont mentioned that the bolts are different, and he's 100% right about that. When you switch, if you switch from Helix to E-prop or vice versa, they are different length.
Oh, hey, Will, was that a 125 prop or was that a 130? Because I think I'm going to go to a 130.
I have to go back.
No, I'm just
No, I will because I want to know. That's a good question. I'm used to it. I fly a 125, so that maybe is what I was looking for.
I do too. And if I was flying a 130 in Mountain City, I'd be needing a new prop after Mountain City takeoff. Because
If you were flying a 126, you would need a new prop.
Oh yeah, right. It's So the reduction, 2.68 reduction, I'm assuming there's 2.68 and 2.87. I think you just have to confirm that. Let's see, Helix, 185, 2.6 bitter odds. It doesn't say specifically, so I'm assuming you pick.
Okay. Another question from Tony. He said, "Come on, show it. You do not have to replace your prop after so many hours. I have a few nicks and stuff that I'm going to have to take off and repair. Just that they're superficial, nothing major. I just want to retire that one and use it as a spare if need be, and fix the imperfections in it, and just get a new prop. You always need to have a backup. So if I get a new prop, I'm gonna put it on. I'll be good to go."
That's exactly right. Yeah. If you have a backup, you won't need it. If you don't have it, sure enough, you're gonna need it. So, oh yeah, same.
Look at DP's comment right there. Hold on, let me see if I can pull it up. There it is. I freaking love DP. And if this dude can be in the chat, he sure as the heck can be on the show. I'm just saying.
Absolutely. We'll let anybody on here.
Yeah. Hey, I keep asking people to come on to email me if they want to come on the show and hang out with us like we're doing now. We just pretty much sit here for an hour shooting the BS and talking about whatever. If you're interested in being a special guest, which we're not going to do the what motor do you fly, how long you've been flying, what wing, blah, blah, blah. You're just going to be part of the show.
Yeah, just hang out with us.
Just hang out with us. So if you're interested, email me at nevertrustaskinnychefshane, all one word, at gmail.com. Anyways, so that's if you'd like to next week be a special guest, then feel free to email me. It's not really hard. We're not going to drill you. We're not going to ask you a bunch of questions that are uncomfortable, like we asked
Come on,
Mark.
DP, you're special.
Oh, DP, very
Come on, man. Come on here and defend yourself, dude. I'm picking up. All right.
Man, I absolutely love me some DP though. You can take that either which way. I really don't care.
I'm looking for something to share here. When I find it, I'll let you know.
What's that?
DP says, it just says, "Thanks, Will. Feeling special."
Yeah.
Gotta find it. I don't know. I mean, every time I see something, it's like, oh man, I want to share that with the group, and then I get distracted and see something shiny, and I go look at it, and before you know it, I done forgot about
it. Apparently, I got Angela pretty good on that one. Yeah, Shane. No, she's pretty. After almost 30 years together, she's pretty much tired of me. She's like that 200-hour prop I got that's got a bunch of nicks in it. She's over me. She's like, this thing needs some super glue and some baking soda. Is it baking soda?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know because I'm so afraid of putting stuff on the prop to make it unbalanced or whatever. But the nicks in it, I'm sure, is making it unbalanced. But whatever. Just fly the thing. Let it ride.
How's your vibration? Is it like, can you notice more vibration, or other than just the nicks? What's turned you on to wanting a new prop?
I am looking for a backup. I by no means do I think that I'm never going to blow a prop. I do not believe that I'm never going to do it. I know it's going to happen. Right now, I have the ability to buy a prop, so having a backup prop is kind of one of my goals, if you will, and I don't have one. So I was talking to my wife about it, and she's like, "Well, I can get you one for your birthday." And I was like, "Sweet." So, if you guys are wondering how she's paying for that, she's got a OnlyFans page where she shows pictures of her feet, and you just pay like $5 per picture. So, how many do I need for? How many pictures does she need to take for? Yeah, she's not going to do it.
Well, I did have something, and it was paramotor related. So until I find that, I've got something else I guess I can share. And Shane, you said I didn't share this yet, so
I don't remember if you did or
better,
not.
better be telling me the truth now. See if I can make it bigger. There, we got that, and I got to share. No, not that. Not that. Not that. Man,
Hey,
I got 100 windows open.
I went today to look for another gallon of Red Armor, and that it went up $12.80 since the last time I bought it.
Wow. Big increase. Everything's going up. It's ridiculous.
I'm over it, man.
Let's see.
Mark, right? I don't care what oil you fly. I'm just curious about what prop you're flying.
Turn the volume down. Can y'all see a blank black screen?
Yep.
Yes.
We
All
see the cursor on the plate.
So, the guy.
You did not show this, but I've seen this video.
Okay. So the guy just lit. He's on a high-rise building, and he's just shooting a bottle rocket up in the air. So my question is, where do you think what's going to happen here? Now, Shane, if you've seen it,
I'm not going to say nothing.
so in the chat, what do you think's going to happen? And if you've seen it, I guess whatever. It doesn't really matter. So it totally caught me off guard.
This is actually a couple-year-old video.
Is it? Hey, well, me. I'm like Mr. Up on. I'm just catching up, man.
Hey, you just got rid of dial-up. I'm proud of you.
Yeah. I mean, you either watch videos or you make videos. It's hard to do both. Seriously. Launching from the. Yeah, show that. Shane Wyman says, "Is he launching it from his butt crack?"
Nope.
It actually does look like that. But no, I'm gonna play it.
Matt Sloper, he got it.
Boom!
Yeah.
Mm.
Now there's absolutely no way to purposely do that.
No, but can you imagine just being in that other apartment watching TV and crack me up, man.
You imagine like just middle of cooking dinner or something, and that happened right there. Holy
Yeah, I know. And it lit up all of the windows in that apartment too. It was just.
Hey, Mark.
Yes.
Greg here. As soon as dude, I cannot get this mouse to. Come on, you stupid mouse. Oh my goodness, we're gonna fight.
My money's on the mouse.
Yeah, it's gonna win because this thing is not letting me. That's 100% accurate comment right there.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's the truth.
Pablo is the fire expert, that's for sure. I don't know what's going on with my mouse. It does not want to act right.
Bad mouse, bad. Okay, I found it.
So before, I could leave my mouse on the arm of my couch and move it, and like right now, it works just fine. Sometimes it just stops doing it, so I got to put it on the table, and then sometimes it don't want to do it there either.
Have you cleaned it? Mouse, that is?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what we got here, right? Oh, come on, you stupid mouse. See, it's not wanting to do it now.
If Matt Sloper, PTSD would be kicking in for sure. Yeah, it would. Oh, man.
So,
Go ahead.
anyways, we got. I guess someone got a new motor and is amazed about flying. Which, dude, I know. Well, I can't tell you the first. I mean, I can tell you the first time I took off and flew. Lauren came on the radio and he's like, "Hey, we can hear you hooting and hollering, dude." He's like, "Just concentrate on flying." I was just like, "Hell, I can't see past my cheeks. I'm smiling so big, man. Like it just, I know my face just." The next day, I was like, I can't stop smiling. I went to bed smiling.
Wait, who got a new motor?
Oh, the Vanlander.
Oh, see, I wasn't paying attention. Congratulations, man.
Let me go back up here. So that was his comment. He said, "I got a new motor, and I cannot believe how amazing flying is now."
Yeah, what did he used to have and what did he get?
Yeah.
Vanlander, can you answer that? Oh man, and have we met in person? I don't remember seeing. I think now if
I don't know.
so, there are a lot of people that come and go. So if I have met you and don't remember, don't take it personal. My memory's as long as my hair, and I need a haircut. Just so you know.
I think you've been on the same video as him. It was just the tip, I think. Maybe just the tip too. I don't know, but
Yeah.
so. All right, can I show this other thing I found?
Yeah, let's do it.
So the story is I'm in the market. I'm considering getting another wing. So I threw it out to my group and just wanted to get some feedback. I love the Mac Para Colorado and pretty much just kind of want something like that, but a little spicier. So let me share this. Share window. This is what. Can I do full screen? I wonder. No, I can't do that. Maybe later, maybe after I share it. This is what Honeycutt just suggested. Now I can do full screen, can I? That make it bigger?
Yes.
Okay.
Would you blow on it?
Yeah. So I trust his opinion, but I wanted to get your all's feedback, you know. This guy, if you look at the aspect ratio of that wing, he is struggling to keep it going, you know. Could you imagine flying something like that?
What size wing is that?
Uh,
That's nothing like what we're flying, though.
I know, it's a joke. He was kidding around, you know. He go for something like that. But that's a good segue into a quick, you know, reminder or definition of whatever of what an aspect ratio is. And you know, if you take the width or the wingspan,
Right.
and you divide it by the width of the wing, also known as the chord, that gives you the aspect ratio. And the higher the aspect ratio, the more crazy it is. So the lower aspect, you know, it's going to be a more stable wing. So at least, hey, you don't need. I'm not an expert on aspect ratio, but I could at least look at a wing and know that's probably not for me, you know. Or if someone says, "Hey, you want to try this wing? It's got such and such aspect ratio." I'm like,
Well, I am very interested in learning how to do a heli. I think that looks so cool and so much fun. I will probably end up doing that before I ever do a wing over. I'll have to get a new wing before I do a wing over. I mean, barrel roll. But that'll happen at one of these days.
yeah, it will. I'll bet you I can tell you exactly how it's going to happen.
On accident?
Not so much. You're just going to be in the right mood, and you're going to be at the right altitude. It's going to be the right time. You're feeling. It's just, I don't know. There's something about it. It's like if something clicks in it, it happens. And
Right.
I've still not done another one since I told you the last one that I did.
Right. The problem is if you're not fully committed and know exactly what you're supposed to do and when you're supposed to do it, you're going to end up gift wrapped and 6 feet into the ground.
Yeah, exactly. And so what I did is instead of, I mean, you got to manage that energy somehow, right? So the way I managed it was I just turned it into a spiral, and slowly came out of it.
That's what I've been practicing, doing wing overs into a spiral, and it's worked out great so far. I actually can pretty quickly and pretty smoothly go into huge. Well, I shouldn't say huge to me. The rest of you, like Mark's like you're barely even turning the wing, but as soon as I come out of that last one, I just hold it and it just goes right into a spiral. And the last one I did, I was just like, whoa, that was tighter than I've ever done. I'm like, yeah. So I bet you if I was to do into a spiral, build up that speed, and then snap it the other way, I bet you it would go.
Probably. Yeah.
I'm not willing to try it. My cojones are not that big.
Just
and I'm on a 27-meter wing. You know how much energy that's going to take to get me up and over?
Instead of your shadow on your wing, you could have yourself right there glued to the. Good content, man.
Yeah, great content. As I'm falling to the ground, is this good content?
Wyman has a really good question.
What's that?
Dane Wyman's asking a really good question.
Are you gonna throw it up there, or I will? I got you.
Got it.
Is that the one?
Is it about acro?
Yes.
Yes, that's one.
So I would say big ears. Is big ears considered an acro move?
To a new pilot, it sure would be.
I don't know if that's. So with big ears, you got to make sure you grab the most outside A on each side. A's. If you grab more than one A, you're gonna have fun by being scared because you end up doing a freaking frontal. But anyways, all you do is locate your two outside A's and you just pull them down. It just takes the wing tips and they just fold under. And for me, I always hold on to my brakes and use the OK sign to hold my brakes and the three fingers to reach up, grab my A's, and I just pull them down. Pull them down until the wing curls under, and you will notice right at first a little drop, but that's it. You won't feel anything else after that. You'll just feel a little whoop, and it flies straight. And as soon as you let back out, you'll feel a lift up. It's once you've done one, you do 100, and you're like, there's nothing to it. I still do them because I think they look absolutely cool, and I don't care if anybody else does. I'm flying for me, and I enjoy doing them. You go to a fly-in or be around a bunch of guys that have been flying for a while, you're not going to impress them with big ears. Again, I don't care to impress them. I just do it for me. I think it looks cool. I like the feeling of that little drop. If you've ever been flying and hit a little cold spot or hot spot, what is a cold spot makes you drop? Like a downward little, it's kind of the same thing. You just get a little whoop, you're like, whoa, and it's over. And then you're still flying. I fly with power, and then you just weight shift. So.
Yeah. And so my response, and that, yeah, I mean, that makes sense. My response to that is, acro, the term acro, I mean, that's, as you progress, it's kind of relative, I mean, when you first started out, a micro mini wing over, that's acro to you, and the definition, I was just looking it up. It says actions or procedures characterized by considerable flair or mental agility. And man, that's spot on, because you really have to think about what you're going to do and how the wing's going to react and how you're going to get out of the energy management. So my first year, I didn't go anywhere near what I considered acro, and even now I don't. I mean, that's just the progression. Yeah, I kind of worked on my spot landings, and now the emergency descent or the big airs. Let's see, I can't remember who said that, but that's right. Uh, oh well, daggone it. Lift paramotors says that that's an emergency descent, and
Right.
yeah, I mean, I don't know.
So I was told during school, if you were to get into some kind of thermal or something that was pulling you up, or like an upwind or what have you, use big ears to use as a descent. And if you get into cloud suck, where you're going up, you don't have a choice. That's not going to work either because there's too much surface. Um, what you have to do then, and only then, when you're high enough, over 5,000 feet, you pull all your A's into a frontal and collapse that wing and fall to you get down out of the cloud suck. It sounds crazy. I did it during the SIV course during a very controlled environment. Somebody knows what the heck they're doing in my ear, and it really wasn't that bad. I never felt after that initial first collapse. I never felt like I was falling. I felt like I was falling, but not like a Wile E. Coyote where you just walk out to the edge of the cliff and just boop. It just was kind of a little shaky going down. You're just sitting there going, oh, okay. And as soon as you let go, that's where you got to control manage the surge and the energy that came up. That wing instantly shot back and wanted to shoot forward. You got to be looking up because that wing's going to come up and go under you.
Yeah, I just recently have purchased. If I could remember the name, I'd tell you, and I will as soon as it comes to me. But it was all about energy management. Sky. Oh man, I'll have to look. So I'm going to start watching those videos and stuff. But I guess my real question would be, why do you want to do acrobatics? What's your I mean, do you feel like that's a natural progression for people that get it? Because it's not. I mean, it's all about what you want out of the sport. For me, I just wanted to tool around and just fly. And that's pretty much what I did for the first year.
So, yeah, I can tell you my first year was very, my progression right now, in my opinion, has been very slow. It's been very cautious and very slow. For the first time ever, I got loose in my seat. And what I mean by that is, let's say you're on a swing and you're swinging, the higher you get, and all of a sudden you get to the top and you get loose, like you get light in the seat, and then you come down and slam down. For the first time about 2 weeks ago doing wing overs, that happened to me. I got out of rhythm and I pulled harder than I should have, or wasn't right timing. I don't know what it was, but I literally did not feel my harness. I did not feel the lines. I was just like, what was that? And all of a sudden, boom, like it hit. And I was just like, oh, I got out of sync and got light in my seat. And I didn't do them no more the rest of the day or the rest of that flight because obviously I was not concentrating enough or what have you. But that was the first time in my whole progression, which has been very slow up to this point, that I've ever got loose in my seat. It wasn't a major incident. It was just one of those eye openers that kind of make you go, oh, you need to pay attention to what you're doing a little better. So, and I don't do anything major under 1,000 feet. 1,000 feet is my floor for doing big wing over, spiral downs, or anything like that. Big ears, I will do lower to the ground. Say like 300 feet, 400 feet. For me, that I'm comfortable doing it there. I wouldn't do huge wingovers at 300 or 400 feet or spiral.
So I think I'm just catching on to what the chat's talking about. They're saying that I gave the definition for acrobatics instead of aerobatics. But I tell you what, I bet it has something to do. I'm going to do the definition. I bet you there's some kind of mental something or other for aerobatics too. But good catch.
We got Jade in the house.
What's up, Jade? In the house.
Flying flamingo. How about that?
Oh man, I do not like this definition at all.
Let me hear it.
Feats of spectacular flying performed in one or more aircraft. This is the part I really hate. To entertain an audience on the ground. Dang, man, I don't like that at all. Freaking Kodak courage. But I'm gonna post it anyways.
Yeah, I don't like that either. I have witnessed a Kodak incident, and literally that's why the accident happened. And I don't get it. Man, it's tough.
Yeah. Let's see here. All right.
Who all is so our next fly-in? I know Jade and Eric just had one in Wisconsin. But the 24-hour flight that was going to take me to get there with layovers wasn't going to happen, and I think it was 26 hours on the way back or some crap. Like heck no, dude. That's sitting at the airport that long.
Freaking flying is going to take 26 hours
because of layovers.
Dang.
I had to go from Orlando to Atlanta, and then to I want to say Jersey. I don't remember now. And then it was over to another airport close to Wisconsin, and then I had to go or flew into Wisconsin. There was like almost a 24-hour layover, like not 24 hours total, but there was three flights that I had to take each way, and there was up to 8 or 9 hours in between. No.
So Austin is asking, yeah, so the people on the ground see aerobatics, but you're doing acrobatics, or is it defined by intention? Now, I think both when you're doing it and when people are seeing it, they're seeing and doing aerobatics. I guess acrobatics is like circus stuff.
Oh, the Van Lander. No, those tickets were. I think they were almost $400, or right at $400.
They call it acro, though.
Will stuck. Will stuck.
Yeah, they call it acro. I don't know. I want to write a strongly worded letter to someone because I'm confused.
Oh my God. The last time I drove from Florida to Wisconsin, which was where the heck did I go? Sheboygan. It was 24 hours.
24 hours. That's just, man, a long freaking drive.
Yeah. There was 4 adults driving, and it still was just, it was too much. I mean, each person drove like 4 hours, and we rotated. And you would think, hey, 4 hours isn't that bad. But when you're on the road and it just doesn't stop, man. It just was bad.
Well, Mark, you got a couple of chauffeurs, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all and your nonsense.
Hey, by chauffeurs, you mean private pilots? Yeah.
Yeah, when I travel, it's like when they traveled in Dumb and Dumber on the stretch mini bike.
Yeah. So our next fly-in is going to be Ohio. Dave Purdens, correct? Who
That's
in
the
the
next
chat?
one for me.
That's the next one for me.
Moonshiners next for me.
Oh yeah, Moonshiners is August 2nd. Is that correct?
Ah, sounds right.
Hold on. Uh,
I got it here. You're close. August 3rd through the 7th.
I'm going to confirm that as a sure. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to make that one, but I will be making Dave Purdens, my favorite fly-in.
Yeah, Moonshiners, man. It's not. It's really only for professional paramotorists. So
That's why you're going. I got it.
I want to revisit that lake. I mean the stream.
The creek. I told Krista. I said if we went to that, I wouldn't even bring my paramotor. I would literally just bring a raft and have plans to just take people up and get dropped off about a mile upstream and just ride down that stream all day, every day.
Yeah.
That to me, now again, once you got up in the air there, it was beautiful. Getting up in the air was the hard part because of altitude and with changing winds, whatever. But during the day, the greatest thing to do was to play in that creek like we were little kids again. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was. So, Mark told me a joke the other day. I wanted to share it with you guys. How many ears does Captain Kirk have?
How many what?
How many ears does Captain Kirk have?
I don't know.
All right, so we'll just see what they said. You know, I'll just tell you. He's got a left ear, a right ear, and a final front ear.
What about a dairy ear?
Their ear. Final front ear.
Final front ear.
Yeah. Good one, Mark.
Yeah.
Hey, Greg. The lady asked this question here. I don't even know about this one.
Yeah, I believe that's still a go.
What is that one?
Oh yeah.
It's at a private resort airport up in the North Georgia mountains.
Oh, I think I remember that. Didn't they have it on a show or something about that?
Yeah, and from what it seemed like, you can camp there, but you're not like camping on the runway like you do it everywhere else.
Right.
I think you have to camp and then walk over to go fly.
Yeah, Travis DuPont said that was the lamest joke he'd ever heard ever or whatever. But I know darn well he's going to be telling that joke tomorrow at work.
Hey, guess what? Stick around. I'm sure you're going to hear worse. Give you a chance.
Yeah, Lift Paramotor said he's failed 6 launches and all of his flying. 4 of them were at Mountain City. That's very understandable.
I have a I don't even know what my percentage is, but it was almost 60-40 at Mountain City. I will say though, 60% of the time, it worked every time. Just so you know.
Yeah, 60% of the time.
It worked every time. Why didn't the bartender serve COVID a beer?
I don't know.
Because he's only 19.
COVID-19. I get it. Yeah, I get it.
I told you, stick around.
What's Michelle Obama's favorite vegetable?
Cucumber.
Broccoli.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, we've had Stop.
Man, we were doing so good.
Well,
It's all over with now. It's going downhill. Oh, good Lord.
Yeah, at Mountain City, the first night we were there, I failed 2 launches and went to the bottle.
What?
oh, you started drinking?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I just was like, oh, that was 2 fails. I'm done. Time for a cocktail.
Funny, Brian. You see what Brian wrote?
yeah. Hey, Mark. I just want to let you know. I did notice that you're not drinking out of my cup.
Yeah, yeah. I haven't been drinking out of that cup, and you will not believe who has that cup.
Tell the
My
dog.
wife.
Give me my cup
No.
back. I'll give you your cup back.
Joni stole that cup, and she is crazy about the roach in the bottom.
The one person I would think that would not want anything to do with
Yeah, she thinks that's the funniest thing ever. I'm surprised she didn't tape over my logo on the side of it.
Oh man.
Yep.
So now I have to make another cup for her.
No,
I'll
I'm
make
gonna get cups made here once I get settled down. I got to make the next 2 weeks, the next week and a half or so, whatever it is.
Well, all you gotta do is let me know. I can give you the guy's contact, and you guys can work out whatever.
Yeah, that cup is nice. That etching is good.
It will not come off unless you use a grinder. That's the only way. But like I said, if you the sites I sent you with the other size cups, I think you get a better a deal out of them.
I don't know. I don't like a small cup. That's my problem with that.
Well, is there really a difference between an A cup and a B cup?
I knew where that was going.
Yeah.
Just like
the
you
more
have
the
to be able to
merrier.
manage your wing and know what the wing's going to do ahead of time, you kind of got to talk like that, Mark.
Yeah.
Know what Shane's going to do ahead of time. I sent you a text, Shane.
Oh,
Angela, no, I'm not in my house yet. I close on it a week from Tuesday.
That's the West Wing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, West Wing, otherwise known as my new single wide.
Hey, look here. This is probably her first time ever seeing the show. Oh, where'd it go? Come on, you stupid mouse. Come on. There we go.
Oh, wait, I got to move it. Right, there we go.
Oh, Miss Leah Catullo, who was just hacked not too long ago. Hey, true story. She's messaging me on on Messenger or Instagram or something, and it was sounding a little weird. And I was like, "When's the last time we flew together? What did you fly into?" Is what my comment was to her, and it was her. Just so you know. She,
right.
but I guess she did get her account. One of her accounts got hacked or whatever, and blah blah blah. It's all been taken care of now. Anyway,
Cool. So how do you? Because what I've been doing is like when someone gets hacked, I immediately unfriend them. So are you not supposed to do that, or is there a way to do it without?
No, because it's still their account. What they're doing is somehow they've gotten in to their account and messaging their friends. So what I do is, if I know they have an Instagram or whatever, another social media, I will let them know on that one that they've been hacked. I believe, if I'm correct, correct, Leah. If I am correct, Leah was contacting me on Instagram, and it wasn't her. So I went to Facebook, messaged her, and said, "Hey, what's going on?" She's like, "No, that's not me. I have this profile, whatever." and then went back. So it was all taken care of. If you want to follow Leah, right here's her. Who, by the way, I said, hey, do you want? She's looking for some votes for a contest she was in. Like, come on to the show. You can get like 20 more people to. And she never came on the show, so she hates me. Just so you know.
Yeah, if all else fails, use guilt.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't looking for, I was just trying to help her out, but she didn't want no part of it. Whatever. All right, Will, you want to do what you were going to do?
Oh, yeah. I just wanted to give a shout out to our chatters. And we go to the top. So we got Tony Marzano, Linda Anderson, Tony Marzano again, Bill H., Travis DuPont, and Shane Wyman, DP, Mark McElroy, the Brian Haybale Waller, Shane Wyman, I said, and Angela Preslick, Matt Sloper. What's up, Matt Sloper? And the Van Lander. And I think.
Did you say lift?
Greg Laney. Huh?
Did you say lift?
Not yet. I haven't got Lip Paramotor.
Yeah, I'm
I
sorry.
don't think I've gotten there yet. But yeah, Lip Paramotor. That's a good one. Daddy Dutch Barbecue in the house. What's up, man? Matt Sloper said him.
Did you
And
say
Angela Preslick, yeah. I like the way that rolls off the tongue, Angela. All right, Austin Jock, we got him, yeah. And he's on here twice. Let's see. Dude, I think I got everybody. If I missed someone.
Did you say
Jade and Kelby Cox was in there for a little bit.
Well, I'm still going down the list. I'm halfway down.
Hey, quick question. Serious question. Anybody heard from Walter?
I have not, man. He just dropped off the face of the earth. I'd like to hear from him.
I'm going to have to message him on Facebook and see what's going on.
Flying Flamingo, Jade, Travis, I got. Don't want to miss anyone. Yeah, it's good to hang out with you guys, I look forward to this
Okay.
Flamingo. I still haven't gotten to Kelby yet, but what's up, Kelby Cox?
Are we
Did I say Camp House Barbecue?
No.
Camp House Barbecue's in the house.
That's Eric.
All right.
Where was that at?
That's almost, I don't know, maybe 10 up or so. Leah Catula's in the house. And
Angela said Walter was on Girls Just Want to Fly and that he has a new lady friend.
That will take up a lot of your time.
Gary Simmons. I don't think I said Gary Simmons. So if I missed anyone, I'm sorry. Just it's good to have you guys here anyways.
Hey, did you say DP?
Yes, I did. Definitely said DP. He's special. He's going to come on the show.
Man, if you don't say his name, Jesus, he'll hold that against you. All right, Will, where can we find you? Because we're at the end of the show. We're over, just so you know.
Right on, man. You can find me on YouTube. Just search for Will Fly or online, willflyppg.com.
McElroy.
You can find me on YouTube, Paralife PPG, online at paralifeppg.com.
And you can find me at Never Trust a Skinny Chef Shane on YouTube and ppgshane.com on TikTok. I guess Instagram too for Never Trust a Skinny Chef Shane. But I don't really do much on that, so just stick with the other two, YouTube and TikTok. I love me some TikTok. All right, guys, I will see you guys tomorrow or Tuesday night. I was going to say tomorrow.
Tomorrow's girls just want to have fun.
Jesus, I'm so sorry. Yes, 8 o'clock tomorrow Eastern time. The girls want to fly, right? Girls wanna
Yeah,
fly.
and then Thursday is paraglidingtalk.com.
Correct. Monday. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Will.
Paraglidingtalk.com, 9 p.m. on Thursday, and then we're going to say Monday.
Monday it is PPG Grandpa with what is it?
Sean Simons.
Sean Simons. What is it called? What is the show?
PPG Grandpa.
That's the show.
Yeah.
Why did I think it was? All right, never mind. Ah, good Lord. I'm ready. I'm ready. Just ready. All right, guys. Thank you guys for stopping by. We will see you guys next time. Peace out. Wait. Don't be talking about me yet, guys. I'm still here.